sabi ko, I will give enough time for me to really think kung ito ba yung para sa akin, kung gusto kong pasukin to. Pero those times gusto ko na rin mag-enroll kasi sobrang inspired talaga ako dun sa success stories. Dun sa mga students, college students, or fresh graduates na zero experience, no experience sa pagiging VA, sa freelancing, pero naka-client sila. And also dun sa mga stay-at-home moms, na kagaya ko, na nagka-clients din. I was thinking, what's the reason na hindi ko kakayanin to? So, ang tapang ko pa that time. But one thing was for sure na parang ayoko nang pumalik sa teaching kasi talagang kakainin yung oras ko as a stay-at-home mom, as a hands-on mom. Last year, year 2023 was full of breakdowns for me. If we really want to achieve great things, minsan talagang we should be out of our comfort zone. Most of the time, you really have to go outside your comfort zone to risk it all. Kahit hindi mo sure kung anong mangyayari, but if you set your mind to it na yun talaga yung gusto mong gawin, walang imposible.
Hello everyone! Ikaw ba ay may experience sa pagtuturo on school and online? Well, my guest here is Nivea. Nivea, introduce yourself and what were you doing before you became an Amazon VA?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Nivea and you can just call me Vea. And right now, I'm a working mom and a full-time mom of 3 awesome boys. And by profession, I am a teacher. I have a total of 4 years of classroom teaching and 1 year of ESL teaching. After that, nag-decide ako to be a pure stay-at-home mom. And I think 1 year yata yun. And then after that, I decided to pursue my passion in arts. Tumanggap ako ng mga commission paintings, commission portrait drawings. So far doon ko kinukuha yung mga extra na pang-budget, pang-dagdag sa budget, sa food and sa bills. So it was going well, I would say. And I really loved na nagagawa ko yung gusto ko. But it came to the point na kailangan kong mag-stop kasi I was pregnant with Bunso, who is now 2 years old. So medyo sensitive yung pregnancy that time. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, I have to stop working muna. Nag-concentrate na ako sa pag-aalaga ng kids. Ayun po.
I see. So dati ka palang teacher sa school. Anong subject mo, if I may ask?
Major ko po kasi is social studies. So nung nasa private school po ako, mostly on history subjects. And also, I handled HELE or yung PLE. Ang na-handle ko po is until grade 8 na history subjects.
Yung reason ba na gusto mo maging stay-at-home mom kasi medyo ma-busy yung schedule kapag nasa school ka, no? Hindi ka na maka-attend sa needs ng mga kids mo.
Yes, Miss Nina, nakuha mo.
Yeah. After pala noon, nag-stay-at-home mom ka, nag-work ka as an online English tutor.
Yes po. Pero office-based po siya.
Office-based? So, kailangan mo pang lumabas sa bahay.
Yes.
Okay. And then, how was it for you? How was the lifestyle? How did everything go?
Actually, okay naman po yung ESL sa akin kasi gusto ko rin naman po magturo ng English and so far, gusto ko rin yung workflow, ganyan. Though first time kong magturo ng English online pero tumagal po ako ng 1 year. I just resigned kasi yung pregnancy ko sa mga panganay ko, twins po kasi sila. Medyo complicated so I had to rest again. Kasi I kept on bleeding. Ayan, mga ilang beses na rin po na emergency. So talagang kailangan kong mag-rest. Ayun po, natigil po ulit yung trabaho ko.
You know what? I'd like to honor you first for being a mother, for carrying those 2 kids. It was not easy, I'm sure. Di ba? You carrying 2 kids sa tiyan mo. Di ba? Mga sickness, mga skin rashes na nafe-feel mo. Iba talaga maging isang babae. Saludo po ako sa inyo. sa'yo.
So, thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm just curious, bakit pumayag ka pa sa pagiging ESL tutor na on-site or lalabas ka pa sa isang office? Kasi di ba parang same lang naman siya sa pagiging teacher mo sa isang traditional na school.
Siguro po kasi yung first na job ko as a private school teacher, parang yung sa commuting talaga yung problema ko that time. Parang twice ako sumasakay sa jeep. Papunta po doon 2 beses, tapos pauwi 2 beses ulit sasakay sa jeep. So nakakapagod po talaga. Though the work itself, masasabi kong I really loved it. I love teaching the kids, and yung mismong pagtuturo mismo, gusto ko rin nag-share ng knowledge, ganyan. Pero yun po talaga parang naisip ko, pagod na ako ng commuting every day. Tapos sumasakay ng jeep twice a day or 4 times kasi yung pabalik pa.
Correct. Tapos dagdagan mo pa yung pagpila sa terminal, no? Napaka-takaw nung oras.
Yes.
Pero is it different ba yung lifestyle mo nung nag-ESL tutor ka na corporate?
Yung ESL po kasi, bali once na lang po yung commuting. Then iba po yung schedule ko. Yung schedule ko is 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. At least, hindi na po ako nakikipagsabayan sa rush hour sa umaga.
Tama, oo. Mas parang window hours eh. Para mas maluwag, 2 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yes.
Pero paano ka naman napunta sa pagiging Amazon VA? From you as passionate sa teaching, ito parang hindi ka naman nata magti-teach. Well, you can manage a team, pero it's different from yung pinag-aralan mo as college or your profession. What's the story behind it?
Actually, siguro nag-start sa desire ko na mag-set up talaga ng work from home na job. Since full-time mom ako with 3 kids, parang ayoko nang lumabas kasi ang hirap din kumuha ng mapagkakatiwalaan to really be hands-on with the kids nowadays. Meron ding takot na kumuha ng ibang tao to take care of the kids tapos lalabas ako. Ganyan. Nag-start dun sa desire ko na yun na to really be a hands-on mom and have a work from home setup. Pero yung noon po, gusto ko pong bumalik sa ESL since parang yun na yung comfort zone ko eh. Galing ko sa ESL. So sabi ko, baka madali na lang ako makakakuha kasi ESL naman, galing na ako doon. Pero parang looking at my schedule, looking at my responsibilities with the kids, parang di ko rin kakayanin kasi syempre kailangan kong upuan. Meron pa yung mga 4 hours straight na upo ka to teach. Ito pong bunso ko, breastfed baby, napaka-clingy. So wala akong maasahan na to take care of him while I'm teaching kung sakali mang nag-ESL ako. Year 2022 po siguro ang una kong nakita si Miss Nikki B.
Yes, lahat tayo nakakita sa kanya noon.
2022 po, una kong nakita si Miss Nikki B sa TikTok. So, she talked about Amazon Nation PH, which is Amiz Nation now. Doon na po, napunta ako sa Amiz Nation page. So, nilike ko na until po nakita ko yung YouTube channel. So, nung na-discover ko po yun, I started to binge watch success stories ng mga ASBA graduates. Sobrang na-inspire ako. During those times, months old pa lang si Bunso. Sabi ko, I will give enough time for me to really think kung ito ba yung para sa akin, kung gusto kong pasukin to. Pero those times, gusto ko na rin mag-enroll kasi sobrang inspired talaga ako dun sa success stories. Dun sa mga students, college students, or fresh graduates na zero experience, no experience sa pagiging VA, sa freelancing, pero naka-client sila. Also, dun sa mga stay-at-home moms, nakagaya ko, na nagka-clients din. I was thinking, what's the reason na hindi ko kakayanin to? I gave myself enough time to decide if I really want to enter this industry, the freelancing industry. So, nag-binge watch lang ako ng mga success stories, and then year 2023, yun na po, nag-decide ako na mag-enroll. Thank God, na-provide naman yung pang-enroll ko. Wow. So, nag-enroll po ako around last week ng March, last year. So, nag-start po ako ng modules ng April, and then ini-stretch ko po talaga siya until May. Natapos ko na siya ng last week ng May, and doon ko na rin po nakuha yung certificate ko.
Yay! I'm sure nag-enjoy ka kasi, I mean, you're a teacher, you love learning, studying is your passion, diba? Tapos, naging journey din para sa inyo from being an ESL tutor now to an Amazon VA. Pero matanong lang, napanood mo yung mga success stories video 2020? Tama?
2022 po.
Bakit
Yes.
2023 ka nag-start? What happened dun sa gap months na yun before you finally decided to enroll? Is it elite or advanced?
Advance po.
Advanced, alright.
During those times nung year 2022, summer din po yun nung una kong na-discover mga success stories sa YouTube channel ng Amazonation. Sabi ko lang sa sarili ko na mag-binge watch muna ako and decided na gusto ko lang bigyan yung sarili ko ng enough time to process everything, ganyan. Kung sa tingin ko, gugustuhin ko talagang pasukin to or not. Kasi those times, magulo sa akin kung ano talaga yung career path na gusto kong tahakin. But one thing was for sure na parang ayoko nang pumalik sa teaching kasi talagang kakainin yung oras ko as a stay-at-home mom, as a hands-on mom. During that year, 2022, gusto ko na rin talagang mag-enroll considering na si Bunso ay months old pa lang, turning 1 year pa lang siya that time. Hinintay ko talaga ng at least mag 1 year siya para hindi na siya ganun ka clingy sa akin. Kumbaga, pwede ko na siyang pahawak sa father ko na kasama ko din dito sa bahay.
That's great. I think your story, what I'm getting about from your story is all about timing, no? Talaga,
Yes.
na-schedule mo, diba? Yung kung kailan meron ka ng clarity sa mindset mo, sa baby mo, na hindi na siya clingy. Pero tingnan mo nga naman, no? When the timing is right, everything will flow. Ease and flow. You enrolled in advance. So, mag-isa ka lang nagbabasa, nanonood ng modules. What's your tip to keep you going na ikaw lang nagre-review as self-paced?
Actually, na-enjoy ko naman po. Nag-decide talaga ako na sa self-paced ako sa advanced kasi feeling ko pag sa elite, medyo hindi ko siguro kakayanin kasi di ba po may schedule ng meeting, ganyan. Parang mas advisable siya sa akin, mas recommended siya sa akin as a hands-on mom kasi hawak ko yung oras ko, ganyan. Okay lang po sa akin. I had fun with the modules though. As a first-timer sa freelancing world, sa VA world, parang ang hirap i-absorb talaga nung una. Yung mga terms, first time kong marinig. Ano yung mga X-works, yan, FOP. Parang first time ko talaga makarinig ng mga ganong terms sa e-commerce, ganyan po. So, ito lang talaga yung first time na ma-expose ako sa e-commerce world. So far, na kayanan ko naman po, especially the product research, kung saan sobrang hirap din po ako na hanapin yung product. Pero nung natapos na po, okay na po. Parang nung nakuha ko na yung product hanggang sa ibang assignments, okay na po siya. I gave myself time to study everything. Sabi ko, ayaw kong i-rush yung sarili ko. Gusto ko that time, siguro 1 month sana matapos ko, pero hindi pala kakayanin. So, ayaw ko rin namang ma-burn out and ma-information overload. Talagang in-stretch ko na lang until matapos yung 8 weeks.
Grabe. So, nag-enjoy mo yung product research.
Yes po, kahit medyo masakit talaga siya sa ulo.
Actually, marami talaga naging challenge ang product research. Pero pag once yan talaga ang naging niche mo, isa yan sa high paying. And if I may share, maraming mga clients ngayon na mag-hire sila ng product researcher, tapos kung bababa ang salary wage nila, pero kung maka-find ka man ng winning product, may shared profit kayo sa bawat units na nabebenta mo, meron kang porsyento dun. So, di ba, iba-iba ng mga pag-negotiate ng mga with the clients.
Yes.
Again, how many months did you study the module as an advanced student?
2 months po. Talagang
2
in-stretch ko.
months.
Yeah, in-stretch ko yung 8 weeks.
And within those 8 weeks, did you find na a client or was your goal to finish it first and then look for client?
Yes, it was my goal talaga na finish everything first. After that, I also gave myself a month to really optimize all the profiles.
Oh, how did you do that? We want to know what was your technique and style. Iba-iba ng mga style. Ano yung sayo?
Sabi ko nga, ayaw kong ma-feel yung burnt out since hands-on ako sa kids. Binigyan ko yung sarili ko ng 1 month talaga to finish everything, like profiles to optimize. Lalong-lalo na po yung sa portfolio, yung sa website. Kasi gusto kong maglagay ng videos ko. It took me time to really do the script, write the script, to record, to edit the videos, ganyan. And then to finally put in the website. Tapos isipin kung anong magandang layout and everything. Ganon din po sa resume, nag-overthink kasi ako kung okay na ba to, ganyan. Pero I always go back to the modules, yung mga tips doon sa pagsulat ng resume, paggawa ng resume and cover letters, ganyan. Lahat po piniprepare ko talaga before ako finally magpalipad ng applications.
Optimize lahat and gumawa ka ng website, tama?
Yes po.
Oh, di ka ba nahirapan? Or easy naman as a beginner?
Siyempre po, as a beginner talaga, ang hirap. First time kong ma-encounter lahat ng terms, ng mga lessons, ganyan. So, yung mga nilagay kong videos, mga summary lang din siya nung mga tasks, mga assignments, kung paano ko ginawa. Yun po yung lahat na nilagay ko doon. And of course, I added my previous job and a little bit of a self-introduction video. Actually, introverted ako. So parang nahihiya ako magsalita. Pero siguro na-improve na din since I became a teacher. But yun nga po, if we really want to achieve great things, we should be out of our comfort zone. I really just took effort na paghirapan na gawin yung online portfolio ko. Most of the time, you really have to go outside your comfort zone to risk it all. Kahit hindi mo sure kung anong mangyayari, but if you set your mind to it na yun talaga yung gusto mong gawin, walang imposible. Even if it's your first time talaga, in this industry, for example.
Yung mindset mo, yung certainty mo, what you feed in your mind, maririnig yan ng universe. If gusto mo maging freelancer, gusto mo ng client, ayun, kailangan talaga kikilos tayo to make it happen. But of course, samahan din ng dasal, mga prayers, lahat ng job sites mo like online jobs, LinkedIn, lahat yan naka-optimize.
Yes po.
Is it because naka-optimize yung mga profiles mo kaya na-attract sa'yo si client or ikaw mismo naghanap kay client?
Parang both po. Kasi,
wow! Very good!
Sa akin po kasi as a newbie talaga, yun yung iniisip ko na paraan para maka-attract ako sa client. So talagang I gave myself 1 month to optimize everything. Kasi para makita ni client na, ay wow, wala pa siyang masyadong experience sa freelancing or VA, pero nakikita na, pinaghirapan niya yung portfolio niya. Sabi ko pong halo kasi nag-pass ako ng applications. So first client na nag-hire sa akin sa OLJ, feeling ko yun po talagang portfolio ko ang isang malaking factor kasi walang interview na naganap. Nag-tag-hired lang siya. Yes po.
Ano ba? It's the power of optimization. Hindi ka na in-interview?
Oo.
Like sinabi na, can you start?
Hindi na po interview. Parang tinag talaga akong hired sa OLJ. So, nagulat na lang din ako. Kasi every morning, chinecheck ko po yung email ko kaagad, yung Gmail. You're hired by like this.
Yay!
In OLJ.
Congratulations! So, anong niche yan? Anong focus yan? Account management or may mga specific PPC, product research?
Yes, actually yung first niche ko po talaga na gusto ko is product research. Kasi nga po parang mas aligned siya doon sa major ko, which is social studies. Talagang nagre-research ka and gumagawa ka ng per work, ganyan. Pero nung napansin ko na feeling ko hindi para sa akin ito. So, nung nag-change ako ng niche, which is product listing optimization, yun po yung nakuha kong first client. So, product listing and optimizing the listings.
Yan. Ang ganda naman nung sinabi mo na you like product research because yung dati mong experience or pinag-aralan mo was all about social studies. Actually, guys, for those who you are watching, isa yan sa tinuturo namin sa aming mga students, the Art of Seduction, where we trained you how to present yourself sa client mo. Kahit ano pang work experience mo, mararelate yan sa mga iba't ibang niche. Biruin mo, sabi ni Nivea, social studies, product research, ang bongga naman. Very good ka doon, girl. Now, I want to know, how was your life now as an Amazon VA product lister optimization? Kamusta yung schedule mo doon? Working from home while being a mom?
Okay na okay yung setup sa akin right now. Kung masasabi ko na worth it talaga lahat ng sacrifices, worth it lahat ng iyak. Yes, year 2023 was full of breakdowns for me. Alam naman natin sa mga babae na nanganak na, very common yung postpartum anxiety. So yung iba pa talagang sa depression na, di ba? Thankfully sa akin, masasabi kong nasa postpartum anxiety. And last year was really challenging for me. It was a year of breakdowns, tapos nataod pa siya doon sa ASBA journey ko. So it was really hard for me. So parang pinush ko lang talaga yung sarili ko na ito yung gusto kong gawin, so I had to do something. Pero right now, I'm really thankful na I went through all of those. Kasi ngayon, nakukuha ko na yung reward, kumbaga, yung breakthroughs ko. So as an Amazon VA and specializing sa listing optimization, also pala sa graphic design. So doon ako pinakamasaya kasi hindi ko naiwan yung arts, yung passion ko sa design, kasi yun na rin po yung isa sa mga tasks ko sa clients ko now.
So, gumagawa ng enhanced brand content nila, ng pictures, infographic.
Yes po.
Nakakatuwa. And thank you also, Nivea, for being vulnerable. 2023 was not easy. I know how it feels na yung may mag-breakdown ka na parang pwede pong maging halaman na lang ako. Ayoko na maging tao. Knowing you have kids pa, diba? Happy ako that you are in a good place now. From breakdowns to breakthroughs. Congratulations. And we're very happy na dahil sa pagiging Amazon VA. Diba? Mas gumaan ang life. Naging convenient ang pag-earn from home while taking care of your kids. So, how is your life now that from a teacher na nagko-commute, going to an office nung ESL tutor ka, na ngayon na nasa bahay ka?
Sobrang iba po talaga. Kasi yung number one na ayaw ko noon is yung commuting talaga sa umaga, tapos commuting na pauwi, nakikipagsabayan sa maraming tao, tapos yung pagod mo pa, so dumodoble yung pagod mo. Pagod ka na dun sa work, pagod ka pa sa commute. After that, pagka uwi mo, syempre mag-aasikaso ka ulit sa bahay, sa kids. Knowing na sa pagiging teacher talagang marami kang paperworks eh. Iisipin mo pa yung lesson ko the next day, may mga i-check pa akong papers, ganyan. Ngayon, iba na. So work ko na talaga, work lang. So after that, wala na akong iisipin. So parang task-based na lang siya. And what I really like now is that my time with my clients is flexible.
Very good. Walang time tracker, walang anything, basta deliverables.
Yes po, wala pong time tracker. So ever since nung first client ko na nakuha nung August last year, though hindi kami tumagal, parang naging project-based na lang siya, yung first client, pero flexible siya. And then, yung client na sumunod na client ko until now, flexible kami and part-time. Just this February, nakuha ko yung second client ko na full-time and flexible also.
Congrats! Sobrang daming wins. Minsan pinagtitripan lang tayo ng universe. Ano lang, papahirapan lang na tayo for temporary. But at the end of the day, diba, sobrang magiging blessings. Like you, perfect example na may times na yung mga breakdowns mo, mapapa-thank you ka na lang na napadaanan mo, no? No other way, but I'd like to go through that phase pa din kasi it will make us who we are sa present and sobrang mas nai-inspire tayo kung sino ba tayo in the future.
Opo.
If I may ask, sige, so ayan, ang daming clients na pumupunta sa'yo, full-time, flexible. How much are you earning compare when you were teaching versus now if you were in an Amazon VA? Kahit range lang.
Masasabi ko na as compared talaga dun sa previous jobs ko, malayo siya. Comparing din yung workload, malayo na din. So right now, masasabi ko na I'm well compensated and yung mga effort ko, well paid, ganyan. Tapos talagang pinakamalaking takeaway yung flexible talaga. And then very thankful na I have my clients right now kasi at least hindi na ako mamamroblema kung saan kukunin yung next na pambayad sa bills, ganyan. Previously, talagang yung salary lang ni husband yung pinagkukunan namin ng lahat ng needs, food, bills, and everything. Pero minsan nabibitin pa, ganyan. So, I really had to push myself to look for a way kung paano makakatulong and kung paano makaka-kliyente talaga. And kahit newbie ako, ganyan. Pero I just believe to myself na, ay hindi, makaka-client ako. Although maraming times din last year na sabi ko na, ay, babalik na lang siguro talaga ako sa teaching ganyan sa ESL. I held back, talagang sinabi ko na, no, until I have a client, isa man lang this year, 2023, okay na ako. Thank God, binigay niya naman yung exact na prayer ko, which is one client na napakabait and the flexible time, tapos part-time. After that, ayun, sunod-sunod na po, parang hindi na po mahirap talaga mag-reach out sa ibang clients, ganyan.
I can feel your energy, your vibration, that you are at peace where you are right now. Parang sobrang aligned ka na kung ano yung mga gusto mo gawin, yung mga once na prayers mo na manifested. And talaga naman, saludo ko sa iyo sa lahat ng journey na pagdaanan mo, from being a mom, now working from home, at the same time as an Amazon student. Amazon VA, dating Amazon student. Just naguguluhan na ako. Anyway, for those of you guys who are watching right now, go to our description box below. Meron ng link for our free ebook. So if you know what it's like to become an Amazon VA, like me, like Nivea, malay nyo, kayo na ang next na ipifeatured namin. So, mabalik tayo sa iyo, Nivea. Before I let you go, kung meron ka mang mensahe sa mga moms na naghahanap ng extra income, gusto work from home, or sabihin na rin natin mga teachers na gusto nilang maghanap pa ng other careers wherein they'll be well compensated and mas stress-free. Anong message mo para sa kanila?
Actually, I prepared 3. 3 ultimate.
Ka dyan.
Which is yung second siguro talagang yun na yung pinaka-common, but it is the very important one. So, I'll start with the first. Of course, if you decide na talagang gusto mong push maging Amazon VA, kahit ano pa mang background mo, first is acceptance. Ano yung dapat mong i-accept? There's a lot of things like yung reality na since newbie ka sa freelancing or sa VA world, you have to accept na you will receive a lot of rejections. You have to accept na you will be feeling frustrated maybe for how many days, ganyan, kasi puro na lang rejection emails yung nakukuha mo.
Yes.
Tapos yung mga applications mo parang wala namang nagre-reply, ganyan. Tapos yung mga interviews mo, akala mo yun na, pero wala pa rin. Ganyan. So you have to accept the fact na pwedeng ganon talaga ang mangyari. Doon papasok yung second na tip, ultimate tip ko. After accepting those, what's the next move? Of course, ito na yung pinaka-common na sinasabi rin po ng coaches, ganyan, which is really to take action. So, action talaga. If you really want this thing, if you want to change things in your life, take action talaga. When it comes to your ASVA journey, especially dun na sa client hunting, what are those actions that you can do? To be specific, syempre, doon ulit sa profiles, especially if you are zero knowledge, zero experience sa freelancing or VA, you have to take effort talaga to optimize everything. Sa akin nga, sa experience ko, yung pinaka-malaking factor is yung website ko, yung online portfolio. Very important na makita ni client na wow, pinaghirapan niya ito. Determined itong taong ito, so bibigyan ko ng chance. Ganon. Taking action on your profile. So kung wala ka namang idea, kung nalilito ko pa rin, maraming mga ASVA graduates or mga po-ASVAs na, ayan, may LinkedIn. Check mo yung LinkedIn account ng mga coaches, ng ASVA mates, ano kayang nilalagay nila sa profiles nila, ganyan. May guide ka kung ano naman yung pwede mong ilagay. And then sa akin din po, I think yung isang malaking factor din is the cover letter itself. Yung sa akin po, I think yung nag-work talaga is yung cover letter na hindi ganun ka-formal.
Not formal. If you can give like a 1 sentence or 2 sentence.
Parang may warm touch. May warm tone. May warm greetings. Ganun po siya. So parang feel ni client na, oh, parang I like the personality. Parang nafe-feel na ni client yung personality mo through your cover letter. Although, of course, dun po sa mga job posts, di ba, may required na, oy, ilagay mo to sa subject line mo. Kung may ganun, yun po yung sundin mo. Pero if wala, you have to be creative din po sa subject line.
What do you use? If
Ngayon po natatawa ako dun sa ginawa ko. Yun po talaga yung feeling ko nag-work talaga. Kasi doon po sa client ko na nakuha ko nung September, parang kinlaim ko na ako na yung BA niya, ganon. Ganon din po dun sa client ko na kakakuha ko lang this Feb. So ang hinahanap niyo po is Amazon Project Manager and Graphic Designer. So ang nilagay ko po dun sa subject line is meet your Amazon Project Manager.
Yeah! I love it! That works! Very good! Ayan guys, pamigay na ni Bea yan ha. Mamaya, bigla na lang magugulat yung mga clients. Puro yun na yung subject. Galing nga! If I may share, ganyan din yung, well, di pa talo. Medyo ganyan din yung cover, yung subject line ko. Parang may times, I'm the VA that you need. But kailangan talaga ng emotional touch. Kailangan maging tao ka at hindi robot. Yeah.
Opo, correct.
Yeah. Anything else?
Sa profiles, LinkedIn, even Facebook, and especially talaga yung online portfolio or yung website. So ayun po, if you can record yourself para at least pag nilagay mo sa link sa cover letter mo is makikita na ni client agad kung sino itong nag-a-apply sa akin, ganyan. She or he has an idea already of your personality, makikita niya kaagad doon sa videos, ganun. Minsan kahit ayaw nating nagre-record ng sarili natin, pero we have to do it kung talagang gusto natin na kunin ito to be successful here para magka-kliyente tayo, ganyan. So, lakasan lang din talaga ng loob at konting kapal ng mukha in a positive way. So, yun po yung ultimate tip number 2. And the third one is continuous self-evaluation. Yun din po yung ginagawa ko last year. For example, nag-take action ka na, nasa client hunting ka, nag-take action ka naman. Evaluate yourself if ever wala kang nakikitang result, kung wala man nagre-reply, nai-interview ka naman, pero hindi ka nakukuha. You have to continuously evaluate yourself. Saan kaya yung mga areas na kailangan kong i-improve? Ano kaya yung mga nagawa kong mali, ganyan? Or ano pa yung hindi ko nagawa? Continuous self-evaluation, ganyan. So, those hardships po na ma-encounter mo talaga during the client hunting, just let it flow. I would say na let yourself be challenged kasi those will transform you, those will hone you to be the best VA for the client that is meant for you. Kaya, continuous self-evaluation lang. Isipin mo kung ano kaya yung lessons na makukuha ko dito. Feeling mo ba may character ka na kailangang ma-improve? Kaya siguro hindi pa nabibigay yung client sa'yo. Mga ganong bagay po. Like, for example, syempre po as a VA, yung time management skills, organizational skills. So, kamusta ka sa mga bagay na yon? If feeling mo medyo ligwak ka pa ganyan. So, you have to evaluate yourself. Paano ko nga ba ino-organize yung mga bagay? Paano ko nga ba minamanage yung time ko? Kasi this is very important po once we have our clients already. Also, how is your discipline? How's your consistency? I think most importantly, how is your resilience or your ability to bounce back from adversities or challenges? Kasi syempre sa freelancing or pagiging VA, worst comes to worst, may mga time na may malulugi yung business, magle-lay off or pwede kang matanggal. How is your resilience? So during those times na malulugbok na lang ba or you will be looking for another client immediately. During the client hunting phase, just let yourself be challenged kahit ano man yan, kahit gano'ng kahirap yan. Because that will really teach you a lot of lessons na very important din once you have your clients already. So yun po yung tatlong ultimate tips ko.
Yun, guys so tinipe ko na para sa inyo. So that's acceptance, take action, and continue self-evaluation. Thank you so much, Nivea, for sharing some tips, sharing us your vulnerable journey. Kahit ako, natouch ako sa story mo and marami rin akong natutunan sa tips na binigay niyo sa amin. And we are very blessed to have you here in our community.
Oh, thank you so much po, Miss Nina. And syempre, I'm very proud to be a result of ASBA Masterclass Advanced.
Yes! And speaking of, my last question to you is, are you a proud ASBA member?
Yes! Proud na proud po talaga, Miss Nina. Proud na proud. So, sinasabi ko na po, if talagang gusto nyo itong career path na ito, talagang madaming opportunities. And masasabi ko na hindi masasayang yung time and money na in-invest nyo just as long as talaga na i-push nyo yung sarili nyo to have clients, to really be challenged kasi ngayon talaga yung makukuha sa inyo, magta-transform sa inyo. And I would say na very thankful talaga ako sa mga lessons lahat under ASPA Masterclass kasi it's opening a lot of doors for me. Ngayon ko lang nare-realize na ang lawak pala talaga ng e-commerce, and God willing, maybe in the future kung gusto kong maging seller man, diba? Ang dami ko nang nakuhang knowledge and skills, so hindi na ako mahihirapan just in case I want to enter that pagiging seller also.
Hindi malabo at hindi malayo yun, Nivea.
Yes.
Praying and manifesting for that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching up until this moment. Hope to see you next time in our ASPA Success and Kamustahan. See you! Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to know more about freelancing, follow us on our Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram page. And if you have any inquiries, just contact the number on your screen. This is your Amaze Nation brand ambassador, Nina, and with Amaze Nation, we provide life-changing learning for extraordinary living. See you next time.